We're live at FIBO 2017 with Ritchie Januszek, Head of Product and Innovation for Escape Fitness. Ritchie, something different this year is that we've got a range of strength training frames. I'm hoping you can tell me a little bit about the differences between them. First of all, let's have a look at this one.
Yeah, absolutely, Tommy. So the first frame that we've got here, this is our new Octagon mono frame. So it's a new addition to the range. Really the unique selling point about this particular version is the super slim footprint. So what that means is if you've got a facility that's tight on floor space, this is a perfect choice. You can push it up against the wall and you'll notice that the floor space that it occupies is very, very minimal. So really maximizes the floor space. It's available in two versions, so you can order it either as a freestanding unit, as we've got on the stand here, or it can also be bolted directly down to the floor as well, just to help to reduce that floor space required.
So what type of facility and what type of user is really going to benefit from a product like this?
For me, this is the perfect choice for PT studios, also kind of inner city health clubs where, again, floor space is of a premium. You know, it is a space conscious frame, but having said that, it's got, you know, the usual Octagon build quality. So the legs are very durable. They're produced from 4mm box section mild steel. So it's a small compact unit, but it's built to last.
So if we were to add the bench in there as well, we've obviously got an area for bench pressing.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can perform all of your standard powerlifting moves, squats, bench press. You've got a pull-up bar that's at the top of the frame as well, which is a new addition. Manufactured from stainless steel, just gives you a few different options for your strength training workouts.
That's awesome. I think that's a great addition to the product range. Now, we're going to move on here. We're going to have a look at the next box in the range. Ritchie, things are getting bigger here, so what's going on? Tell me about it.
Okay, so straight away with the half box product, you'll notice that it's a little bit of a more larger, substantial frame. Slightly larger floor space required to run this frame, but it's a very high performance squatting station. So the first thing that you'll notice is it's deeper. That allows you to store your plates at the rear of the frame. Really convenient if you're transitioning from one exercise to another and you need to switch up the weights, then that's really perfect. Everything that you need is close at hand. Another addition that you get with the half box that isn't featured on the mono are the extended cat tracks down the bottom. Again, a great safety feature. And also if you're looking to mix up your training and incorporate movements such as partial deadlifts or squats, it's a really great addition.
So something I just wanted to ask here is that we've got these different frame solutions. Now, obviously you can see the girls here doing their squats, the standard exercises, but the Octagon range has various attachments. Is there anything else that we can add to these frames to enhance the training experience for our members and users?
Absolutely. So the attachments that you may be familiar with from our much larger Octagon frames are also available to be fixed to this frame as well. So a couple that may be perfect for this type of frame would be the torso trainer attachment or even a battle rope iron. They could simply be attached to the bottom of the legs so they're out of harm's way. They're not going to interfere with your person that's squatting or working out in the frame, but just helps to, you know, complete the solution and really to have another couple of people training in a similar format in a similar floor space.
Nice, so that's going to give us the option to do lots of rotational strength training drills, lots of big compound exercises, all in this very small confined space.
Absolutely, and the two kind of complement each other really well. You've got your traditional powerlifting moves that can be performed on the squat rack itself, and then yeah, you know, by all means throw in some rotational movements, you know, maybe something to raise the heart rate a little bit, and the two work really, really well together.
Sounds good, I like it. And in terms of facilities, what type of facility is really going to be suited to this type of product?
So for me, you know, anywhere that's serious about lifting, maybe a cross-training facility where you're going to get guys in there that are working on kind of a medium range, medium strength level, this is going to be perfect. You know, you've got a couple of different pull-up attachments as well. So again, just increased variation, fat grip pull-up bar at the back or a standard grip pull-up bar at the front. So loads of variation. The frame itself is very tough and very durable, built to last, and yeah, it would be a perfect addition to a cross-training space.
Ritchie, that sounds very good. I'm pretty excited by that. However,
wait till you see the next one,
there's something
Tommy.
going on over here which I really want to talk about, because this frame seems like it's got everything. This frame to me gets me a bit excited because I like this style of training. Now, tell us a little bit more about it.
Yeah, so this one really is the creme de la creme. This has got everything on it. It's the fully loaded WOD box. Now, the WOD box comes in two different versions. It comes in an 8-foot version and a 9-foot. This one that we're looking for here is the full height. It's got all of the attachments, it's fully loaded, and for any facility that's really serious about performance training, you've got big guys in there that are shifting big numbers, big heavy squats and deadlifts, this is really the type of frame that you want to go for. One key difference between this one and the previous two frames that we've looked at is this is actually a 2-person squatting station. So you could have 2 people working out on the frame, one inside of the box and one working out on the front of the box, working out at the same time, working out as part of a team. And that's really the beauty of this particular frame.
So sometimes when you're in these strength training facilities, you've got an issue when you're trying to do any overhead work. I have a feeling that this has covered that solution. Tell us a little bit about the top of the frame and why it's different to a lot of the others.
Yeah, so the top of the frame is really important. So this is actually our 9-foot box. So you'll notice that you've got the additional octagon overhead plates there, which essentially allow you, when you're working out inside of the box, maybe you're performing some overhead work, maybe some overhead squats or some jerks, you've got the extra clearance, so there's no worry about maybe coming in contact with the frame or any sort of restrictions that might apply. If you've got the space in the facility to have a 9-foot box, I would always recommend going for this option. It really just opens up the door to much more programming opportunities.
So I can see some other new attachments here and some other new things. We've got some straps down here. Is that something that you've added for a specific reason?
Yeah, the straps are great. It's a fantastic feature if you're looking at pushing, one more rep and you really want to hit maybe a new lift that you've not nailed yet. These are a great addition. If you don't have anybody to spot you and you happen to perform a movement and maybe you fail, they're there to catch the bar. So it's a great safety feature. They're also tested to a very high level, so they're similar material that you would use on cranes or for lifting straps. So those straps themselves, they're not weak, they're very, very tough and can actually handle up to 5,000 kilograms per strap. So you've got that peace of mind that these things are going to look after you. If you need them to be there, then they're going to be there to save you.
So in these facilities, when you've got these big guys dropping big weights, sometimes it makes quite a lot of noise, but I'm guessing that with the new strap system, that's going to take that noise out and protect the bar.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks after the bar, so if you do happen to drop out of a lift and drop the bar, the material is going to help to preserve the bar, preserve the knurl on the bar, and also to remove any kind of vibration or any sound of any impact that might happen with a steel catch rack. Is going to be eliminated with the straps there. Obviously, with them being material as well, there's a small amount of give, so it actually acts as a shock absorbency system as well. So it just helps to lower that bar down to safety, looks after the bar and looks after the user.
So there's one more little feature that I've noticed on this WOD box, which is definitely new because I've not seen this before. We've got some little pegs down here, Ritchie. Can you tell us a little bit about what they are?
Yeah, the pegs are a great new addition. It's a new addition to the box. We've not featured these before, but from a lot of feedback that we've had from users that are in the field, they like to, when they're training at a high level, for certain exercises, taking the squat as one example, when you're training the end range of the motion, it's good to have some additional resistance to kick in. So with these pegs, you can simply take a power band, hook it around the peg and around the end of the bar to just give you that extra elastic resistance. So perfect for training through any plateaus. If you're at a sticking point with your training, start experimenting with the power bands and the band pegs, and it's sure to challenge you in new ways.
That sounds pretty good to me. Now, as a frame, I'm guessing that this sort of frame is going to be applicable to many different facilities, from a high-level elite athlete strength and conditioning all the way down to your big box gym. Is that about right?
For me, this frame is really, this is the ultimate in the range, and for me, this really belongs in your performance centres. So, I see this in maybe university, college facilities and especially any team environment. So if we've got rugby teams, if we've got wrestling teams, or any kind of high performance squad based setting, this is really the frame to go for. And as well, with all of the Octagon range, we can link these frames together as well. So we could actually take a box, we could have a storage wall with all of your accessories that are required, and we can continue to link the frames together. So really, really versatile, and the perfect choice for any type of performance setting.
So that sounds pretty good. So in a team environment, if I'm training my athletes as a team, I could have a number of these different boxes all set up together, and they can all be working on the same movement at the same time.
Absolutely, and that is the squad concept that, you know, we really like to promote. If you've got a team that are performing together on the pitch, then it makes sense for the team to be training together in the gym as well, and that's absolutely a possibility with this type of frame from Escape.
As a coach myself, that's really important for me, because when I'm working with athletes, I want to make sure that I can look after them all. So by looking at the same exercise all at the same time, I can keep control of all those athletes. So I like the sound of that. One more thing I think which is quite important to note here is that by the looks of it, with the torso trainer, the pulling options, you've pretty much got a total body workout in one area.
Absolutely. So again, you know, there are multiple options for adding attachments and accessories. You'll notice on this particular version we've got a wing, which anybody that's familiar with CrossFit training, using Olympic rings, this is going to be a perfect attachment to incorporate some form of gymnastic training into your workout program. And yeah, you know, absolutely, I see this as a total strength training solution. So, you know, speak to one of our salespeople. Let's find out exactly what it is that you're looking for, and I'm sure that we can customise a version of the WOD box to suit your needs perfectly.
Well, there you are. You've just been introduced to the new range of Octagon strength training frames. Whether it's an athletic performance training centre, a big box gym, or a PT studio, I think we've got the solution for you.
Absolutely. Come along, check it out, see us here at FIBO, and speak to us about our lovely new range of Escape training frames.
Thank you very much, Ritchie.
Thanks, Tommy.